to Ultimate Comics All New Spider-Man issue 23, Spider-Man No More. I'm, of course, Sean Jackson, and here with me is Joel
Hello.
and Armin.
I'm here as well. I'm still here.
Yes, as always.
Yeah, I'm always here.
The famous cover, guys.
Oh,
Very
so
nice.
good.
I know.
Of course, a callback to one of the most
Oh,
famous
uh,
Spider-Man covers of all time.
oh God. I mean, they even recreated this in the movies, so
Exactly.
it's
It
important.
it's
And,
iconic. It's as iconic as Batman on the Gargoyle.
Oh yeah, totally, totally.
oh, definitely. So, 1 year later, I mean, a lot of people have been saying that, it's probably going to pick up like years later or whatever. Like, Miles probably going to be like 18 or something like that. No, it just takes place a
Well,
year later.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I'm
And
fine with that. I wouldn't mind if every couple issues they jumped a few like a year, so they could span it into the future.
yeah,
Time in comics is weird. They just kind
Yeah,
of
it
play
is.
by their own rules.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is.
But it's in the Ultimate Universe,
So
it's kind of
during this,
consistent.
Yeah.
yeah, well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Miles is, he's sitting on a bench, talking to his girlfriend, who, like, apparently she is what people have been saying, Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Like Bishop, like
I,
Pouchy Bishop.
that's what I'm like. I'm not too familiar on who Kate Bishop really like
All right, so we'll
is.
call her Pouchy Bishop.
Pouch Bishop.
There you go.
And I love how Gank comes over and complains about getting limited edition Legos.
Yeah, I found this to be very refreshing that hey, it's a year later but very little has changed.
Yeah, it's
And
good
I
stuff.
and I love the Lego that he's after was oh yeah, it was an inaugurational President Captain America Lego piece.
With the Triskelion, it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. We can relate.
I
Oh,
know,
I
and
can, I can. I gotta get the variants of all them DC and Marvel figures.
Yeah,
screw that. I'm getting Mega Blocks.
there
Oh,
you go. Ooh.
But yeah, Miles gets a text from Jessica Drew, who he then meets on top of a rooftop.
Mm-hmm. And you can tell that he's been inactive all this time, and she's even browbeating him for being inactive.
my question: did the Avengers never even, or the Ultimates never question him? Like, yeah, whatever.
I guess his mother died. They probably tried to cut him some slack and whatnot.
Yeah,
Fair enough, I guess.
yeah, and or either that or they're just probably off doing their own thing, I guess.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're probably very busy.
And she hands him a briefcase. What's inside it? You know.
Dun dun
Dun. It's the
dun.
suitcase from Pulp Fiction. It's just going to be a bunch of bright lights.
I was gonna say it's the box from that movie where there's a head in it, but okay.
Oh, seven. What's
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
the one seven.
box? What's in the box?
And I do love the exchange between Miles and his dad. It's like,
He's clearly
hey,
changed a lot too.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
At first, I thought it was DMX.
Well,
Like when
X
I was
won't
just
give it to
flipping
you.
through the page, I'm like, oh look, he's walking with DMX. It's pretty cool. And then I'm
hey
like,
yo
wait
son, want to get some
a
Chinese? Then she
I,
starts barking.
I like in subtle ways too. Them showing his limp and everything, almost trying to show that he's more vulnerable too in a way.
right,
Yeah,
right.
Hard to believe some of the best scenes in this new Ultimate Spider-Man is just this kid talking to his dad.
Yep.
yeah. Which we will see later, but when Miles opens up the briefcase and he looks there, his suit, the web shooters, and the letter, and he just looks at it, looks at the picture of him and his mom, and then just has a flashback, and he's like, "No,
And the letter too, it's very much get your shit together, Miles. New York needs a Spider-Man,
Uh-huh.
yeah."
and it looks like it's gonna be you. So
And I love how Jessica Drew is like looking at him through like the window and stuff. She's like, "Oh,
Oh, she's Superman returning the hell out of it.
oh
Creep.
shit, she's pregnant with Miles's baby now, so she's gonna be just leave the planet and
Oh no, they're gonna bring him on to Maury.
oh
Write
man,
fan fiction on your own time, Sean.
He
what you
already
said
does.
Superman returns, so I was like, okay, but yeah, I love how Miles and his dad goes to a Chinese restaurant. And they're like talking about all this money that they're gonna get because a cop
Hmm.
accidentally shot his mom. Back during the whole thing.
Hmm.
And it was like, hey, we could either like, go on a trip, or we could like put this all in your college fund or whatever.
Or we could move away from New York completely, which I found interesting.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can move to England.
Which
What
is
are
a
they gonna
fun.
do there? Hang out with Tom and that's it?
Yeah, yeah. Miles and Tom be hanging out in England
The
and Paddington.
funny thing is, they will still run into superheroes there.
They'll hang
Yeah,
out at the Winchester.
yeah. Captain Britain will come down and drink lagers with them.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That
Yes, it
sounds fun
does.
as hell. Also, and also, Miles' dad asked him about, that girl, and I love this little callback to like fan speculation for when Miles first, came up.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was clever.
yeah, he's like, ah, man, you and Gank, we all thought that you two were, and it was like, really,
We all
really,
thought you were gay, son.
Oh
Hope you
even
don't mind.
your mom thought that for years.
And she died thinking you were gay.
That was mad. That was crazy. But yeah, when Gwen Stacy walks up, and I love that little moment his dad has. He's like, man, kids all of a sudden got game now.
Yeah,
yeah.
well, where does game come from? Game recognized game.
Oh,
And yet again, another scene where Gwen is also telling him to get his shit together and no, really, you need to become Spider Man again.
Yeah, everyone is just like been on his case about it, just saying,
Yeah.
hey, man, come back. You got to come back into the game, and we need a Spider-Man here. Like, think of all the people you could have saved.
This is bigger than you. This is more important than you. You've had a year. Come on, get your shit together.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
I like it. This is really about, as much as the issue is about, him growing up, that's what they're really trying to convey.
Mm-hmm.
You need
yeah,
to
Mm-hmm.
grow up, like, along with the comic. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But before they can leave the restaurant, an explosion happens.
As they often do in comic books.
Always, and it turns out Bombshell is obviously Bombshell is the cause of the
Sean,
yes.
who?
Okay, Bombshell is Bombshell is just like she's just this girl. She was actually with her mom like when she first appeared. Like they were like a duo. They just like have explosive powers. They just like to cause mayhem and stuff. They first appeared during Ultimate Comic Spider-Man with Peter in it. Like this
Oh.
is pre Death of Spider-Man. So yeah, Peter was the first one to encounter them, and I don't think they have appeared since. And also, this is the first time we're seeing Ultimate Cloak and Dagger, even though Ultimate Cloak and Dagger did appear. Well, it wasn't really them, but it was like prostitutes dressed up as them in the
Oh, that's my favorites.
yeah in the original Ultimate Spider-Man series. But now we get them full, the full Cloak and
Right,
Dagger.
right.
Their
Sweet.
full proper appearance.
Yeah,
And but that kind of just ends the comic there.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I definitely don't think personally it was as good as the last one, obviously.
It didn't have all the punch, but it was still nice. The thing I
Yeah.
appreciated about it was, I was really, really scared. They're like, oh, it's a year later, it's darker and grittier. No, not at all.
No.
Same here.
If anything,
He-
it's softer and more personal than it was before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. Miles has to cope with, his mom's death, and he doesn't want to become Spider-Man anymore because he's like, it would just keep making him have like flashbacks of what happened. He has like post-traumatic stress.
He's crossing that bridge that Peter had numerous times in his career as Spider-Man.
Huh.
Yeah, so anybody want to throw out a grade and we'll see.
9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'm comfortable with that.
Solid, solid issue in what is a solid, solid series.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, so we'll be back with the next one. If you want to find out really when it comes out, marvel.com. It's not that hard. It's like 3 clicks, people.
Or,
3 clicks.
or like search up comic book release dates. You can find it.
That's
Or
what
look at the
I
back
do.
of this comic. Ta-da!